It is minus 15 Celsius out there, but the chores still need to be done. We picked up some hay, so that needs to be put away. The goats need a new feeder, and I need to fix the ladder to the hayloft. But first, I need to feed the chickens. Hey, you guys broke out. Get back here. Come on, Cornelius. Cornelius. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. Your water froze. That's not supposed to freeze, guys. I use this little canning funnel to, we have an extra one to help fill up their feed. So we have a heated water in here and it is frozen. So it's either because it got way too cold last night or something's wrong. So let's get this out, get this filled up with, excuse me. We're gonna get this filled up with warm water so they have something to drink. As you can see, it didn't freeze solid. But there's quite a layer of frozen ice on there. What do you think, Caddis? Possibly because there just wasn't enough water in there for it to stay warm. We'll see. We'll just fill that up and deal with that. We have 2 eggs. One's pretty dirty. Both warm because there's just a chicken sitting on them. Might need some new fresh bedding in there. Everybody's out and about eating our scratch feed out here. Over there in the corner, that's our first meat chicken that we didn't harvest. We call her Meat. And this summer, Gertrude sat on a bunch of eggs and she hatched out a chicken that looked a lot like Meat. And we basically assumed that she was a hen. She was the last chicken to be hatched out on the Wilderstead, and she's just been hanging around. Last week, she started crowing, so she is not a she, she's a he. She was a rooster in hen's clothing. So we'll have to deal with her soon, possibly this weekend. Or him, sorry. Still confused. Hey, Steve. Let's go look for him. Guys, you excited? Yeah. Little Meat. Little Meat. There you are. So here's the rooster that was just hatched out this year. All the way up until just recently when he started getting more colors and more feathers, he looked like a hen. Can't have you, buddy. We have too many roosters. So we're gonna have to make some cock pie. I know you're not gonna like that. I'm sorry. Are you waiting patiently? Do you wanna get the goats? You wanna get the goats? Caddis has a love-hate relationship with the goats. She loves them, they hate her. I've decided to start supplementing the goats' hay during the winter with some fresh fodder, with some fresh sprouts. It's not going to replace the hay, but it's something going to be more of like a treat, something fresh for them. And I've started with some human sprouts that I've already started growing. Human sprouts. These sprouts are radish, fenugreek, and crimson clover. And all those are fine for goats. Some of them have even been suggested as being really good for goats. So I thought, hey, good thing to start with. We usually grow these sprouts for our own consumption. It's just a mason jar with plastic mesh on the top. Now let's see what the goats actually think about it. Good morning, Beans. Good morning. It's a very cold one today, isn't it? I got a treat. Sit. Wouldn't that be nice? Nope, nope, nope. Don't eat my pants. Here we go. What do you think about that? Come on! It's fresh fruits! I guess I don't want to eat it out of my hands. They seem to like it when I put it in their bowl. You like it? I'm gonna trust him when he's doing it. Same thing. Aww. Beans is a fan. The goats didn't want their sprouts, but I have a feeling you will. So their feeder has gone through several incarnations. First, it was too angled, so they were looking up to feed, which wasn't good because they were getting hay dust in their eyes. Now, this guy, he's rubbing his fur off his nose, trying to get into it. The holes are pretty big, so I'm not exactly sure why he's doing that, but... Hey, buddy. Do you like a neck rub? I am going to work on this plan I made for a new goat feeder. The goal is to have a sort of a trough that they can stick their heads into, and it will reduce a lot of the hay waste. And another issue I'm hoping this feeder will solve is them headbutting each other and fighting for the hay. I really, really hope I can find all the different materials I need to make this from our inspirational collector piles spread out throughout the homestead. So let's get hunting. Okay, I think I have found what will make up the main frame of this goat feeder. Now to find some of the plywood. Here's one of our inspirational collections, and if I'm remembering correctly, I do not think there's any plywood left in this one. This one's a bit bigger and a bit messier, but it's got a lot of wood here, and it has pieces of plywood. Great. Our last inspirational collection that I'm going to be looking at today is a bit of a jaunt from the main part of the homestead. Because we've had so many coyote sightings lately, I like to make a lot of noise when I go here, especially if I'm bringing caddis. Usually I accomplish that by singing a very annoying song because, hey, if it's annoying to humans, it might be annoying to coyotes. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Yep, I think we have enough. I think this will work. I'm very excited about it. What about you ladies? Are you excited about it? They don't look too excited about it. But I will cut all these things down to size, put them together, and hopefully that will turn into a nice feeder. You want to help? What do you think? What do you think? Is it gonna work? Okay, goats. Let me go back to work. Caddis and I have moved into the greenhouse. I have the top and the bottom cut, and then the 4 pieces that will be going up and down. And so now I'm gonna screw them together. Caddis is helping me out. It's another nice thing about having a greenhouse is it kind of acts also as a shop at the same time. A nice heated shop. It's multi-purpose. Everything's multi-purpose on the Wilderstead, right, Caddis? The goats are a little bit jealous. They're hanging outside, but whenever we let them in, they tend to trample on this bed. And it's starting to sprout. Dave's gonna get mad at me for telling you, but where are they? I don't see them. I think Dave's lying. He says they're sprouts. Should we measure the goats? Okay, let's measure the goats. What would be a comfortable height? Okay, so I have the prototype one done. I didn't want to do them all in case this one didn't work out. So I'm going to try to entice one of these goats through here. See if it's comfortable for them. I think that's going to work. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna work? Yeah, look at that, going above. That feeder is useless. So we have the 3 triangles. I added a step for the girls because they're a little shorter. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I put that up there so they don't try to crawl over top, but I'm not really sure if I like that. I might just put a slanted board. So I'm glad this is not a beauty competition because it's not going to win any awards, but it seems to be working. And if they like it better and it causes less waste, then I would say it's a win. I think the next step then would be to start building that ladder so I don't break a leg trying to get their hay for them. Dave is busy chopping wood because he's going to be smoking some hams that we have. So I'm going to take over the ladder building job, and I'm going to use this one as a template. So it's about 12 inches across, and each step is about 12 inches on center. We need to get this ladder done because we bought more hay that's in the back of the truck. It's snowing, so we need to get it out of there and into storage. This is the ladder we have right now. As you can see, it's not very evenly spaced. It's pretty wide, so it's big for the area. And these are just kind of in there, 1 or 2 screws, so very dangerous. I've already broken one rung off stepping on it, and we don't want that to happen again. So I am going to use these 2x3s to make little supports to put under each rung, and I'll put a whole bunch of screws in it to make it more sturdy, and then space them out nicely because there's some pretty big spaces in there. Now I have the 2 long boards separated, and I've taken all the screws out of them. So now I'm going to mark 12 inches all along it and see how many boards I need for the rungs of the ladder. Now it's looking like a ladder, but those screws are not going to be enough support. So we will put pieces like this under each rung on both sides to give it that extra support. I am not a young woman anymore. I think I'm going to have to ask Dave for some help. I'm going to pull him away from his smoker and get him over here. Hey ladies, what do you think? Got your new hay. Let's go get Dave, Caddis. I think he's at the smoker. Hey Dave. Ooh, what you got going in here?
Meat.
Well, I got that part.
Bacon. And hams.
Do you think you might have a moment after you put those on there to help me with the hay? I'm not the young lady I once was.
What's in it for me?
Happier goats?
I don't have any goats.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't have any goats.
That's a lie.
My wife does, though.
Oh, so they're just mine. They're coming out to see you. They don't agree with you.
Goats?
Maybe they want some bacon.
Maybe.
Hey goats, you want some bacon? Orca's leading the charge.
Orca!
Okay, we'll be waiting for you at the barn. Or at least I will be. I think you now have some goats, Dave.
No, they're still your goats.
think that's that side. We have 3 more. That's it. Hopefully that will do us over to spring. If not, we'll have to make another run. So if you were wondering, that's pretty much what weekends look like on the Wilderstead.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I'll show you my sprouts when I'm ready to show you my sprouts.